Ah yes, Mega Man 3. The very first game that I had purchased with my allowance for the NES. It was actually purchased by mistake, as I was looking for Mega Man 2. That summer, I was trailer camping, and I had a friend who invited me over to his trailer, and he had an NES hooked up to his TV, and he whipped out Mega Man 2 and he was playing it, and I was fascinated by that game. It really got me, so that when I went home, and the very first opportunity that I had to go to Toys R Us, I brought $64 with me, and I went to purchase it, but alas, they didn't have it. The new game was out, and Mega Man 3 was purchased. I only have good things to say about Mega Man 3. I thoroughly enjoyed it. When you're very young, it's tough. Bosses kill you quite easily, you're resetting all the time, and then you realize, I got to the boss, but I just can't kill him, he's too hard. Until you figure out that there's an actual triangular pattern to killing the bosses. You have to kill boss A in order to get the weapon to kill boss B easier. Boss B, you get the weapon to kill boss C easier, and so on and so forth. When you figure that out, you master the game. And it's still fun. And the music is epic. Extremely epic. I think the music is one of the best parts in a Mega Man game. All the Mega Man games have all that classic music that just, you don't forget. Now another thing you don't forget, of course, is getting to the bosses eventually, and then being very frustrated because you can't figure out how to defeat the boss. Mega Man has such different unique weapons that you're cycling through them trying to figure out how to win, how to kill the boss. But not only that, you have to figure out, am I supposed to hit the hand? How about the body? What about the head? Maybe that glowy thing, that round thing, that spinny thing over there. So it takes time. And there's only so many lives you have. So then eventually you might die. And then you're frustrated and you punch in the code and you're back at the beginning. And yeah. But hey, eventually you get it. You knock one out. You beat the game. And you're thrilled. You're overwhelmed. You're super stoked. I mean, you just beat a game. You spend hours and hours and hours and days and days and days. And you finally defeated the game. This game in particular is quite unique, I found. When I beat the game, it immediately went to an emotional soundtrack, and the memory of Dr. Wright's robots cycling through the screen, along with Mega Man just running through the grass. I don't know, it did something for me when I was a kid, so much so that I always enjoyed playing the game over and over and over to beat it, to get to that ending, to hear the background music, to see the characters and everything. And of course, in this game, Proto Man. Who is Proto Man? Why is he always helping? And then wham bam, at the very end you find out, he was a creation of Dr. Wright all along. He was there to help. And so Mega Man looks up into the sky, thinking of Proto Man, sort of honoring him for all the help he did. And then what's that in the top right corner? A floating eyeball? Eyeball? Yeah, when I was younger, I thought it was an eyeball. It was only later on that I realized that it wasn't an eyeball. It was Dr. Wily's spaceship. He had escaped. It made so much more sense, looking back. Youth, you get things wrong. And then we come to the characters of this game. Bosses. They were fun. I loved the designs of them. Personally, I think the worst level for me was Gemini level, and the hardest boss at the time was Shadow Man. But with years of experience and playing the game dozens of times, it's fairly easy that you can defeat all the bosses now with just a regular Mega Buster gun and just go at it. But it's always nice to crack out the game again and play it just for those great memories from when I was young. Now, if you've never played Mega Man 3, I do highly recommend it. It is absolutely one of my favorite Mega Man games, and I've played nearly all of them.